Hey, Shalom, brother Rock, coming to you another video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father through the name of the only begotten Son, through the Holy Spirit. And double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone for teaching us the 100% truth according to the Bible, and who rule well. And Shalom to all Yuakim and Yuakwat, those that are hopeful elect that are seeking for salvation. And they think it's peace and safety, from Donald Trump actually being selected as the next president. He's having these talks about, bringing peace between the U.S. and Russia, and, between peace with Russia, Ukraine, etc. Then you have this thing here with the ceasefire agreement between those small hats and I believe the Lebanese army, which I'll read the article, but this comes from the New York Times. It says, Middle East crisis updates. Lebanon sends troops to support ceasefire as thousands of civilians head south. The Lebanese army said it was deploying forces near the Israeli border as a U.S.-backed truce between Israel and Hezbollah militants began to take effect. So the ceasefire agreement is between Israel and Hezbollah. So correction on that. But it says a fragile ceasefire between Israel and the militant group Hezbollah appeared to be holding into its first tense night on Wednesday, which was yesterday, as nervous Lebanese traveled back to devastated homes in the U.S. sought to seize the moment to bolster regional stability. President Biden said that the U.S. would, quote, make another push to achieve a ceasefire in Gaza, where Israel is fighting a Hezbollah ally, Hamas. And while many Gazans expressed despair at the prospects for a truce there soon, the White House sought to shore up relations in the region that had frayed over 13 months of conflict. And, there's still major conflict going on, in that same region. Now, when you read Ezekiel 7 and 5, Salakia 7 and 25, it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. This is the times that we're living in. Destruction is here, and destruction continues to increase while the people are seeking for peace, right? Destruction is going to climb even more and more deaths, more war tensions, airstrikes, tariff charges. Eventually it's going to lead to a nuclear war in which America, Babylon the Great, will be completely destroyed. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. But the people are seeking peace, and we're not in the times of peace, right? When you read Ecclesiastes, let's see, Ecclesiastes, maybe the 3rd chapter. Yes, Ecclesiastes 3 and 1 says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Everything is broken into segments of times, right? So we're in a period of time where we are at the end of a rulership. And the end of the rulership that we are currently in is the end of the Edomites' rulership, the revised Roman Empire. That's the purpose we're under. How do we know? Because we're measuring the times. And especially the fact that the Lord sent forth his prophets, to warn us of the times we're in, and, let us know whether we're the Israelites, perfectly discerning that we are in the end of an age. And there obviously, and if you see and know, I mean, I don't think it'd take a rocket science to know that the Edomites are ruling the so-called white people. But we're in that purpose, okay, that time, that season. Now, verse 2 says, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And the Lord is plucking up this man's kingdom. He's uprooting it because the Lord is the one that controls rulerships. He setteth up one and bringeth down another, which is, I believe, in Psalm, the 75th chapter. Now, I'm going to jump down to verse 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate, because the hearts of many shall wax cold. No, because of iniquity shall abound, the hearts of many shall wax cold. St. Matthew, the 24th chapter. Let me get that and I'll come back. We're also seeing a lot of hatred going on. You know, parents deleting their children, their offspring. You have division between man and woman. No care for their or regard for the elderly. You know, people not giving a damn about their neighbor. So we're definitely living in a time of great hatred. There's no love amongst these people. The love is amongst those of the believers, right? The hopeful elect. Let's see here. St. Matthew 24:12 says, and because iniquity shall abound, because sin upon sin shall increase, the love of many shall wax cold. And of course, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and the evils have spread. Hatred has increased. And as a result, the people have become similar or the same as the ruler. I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says, St. Matthew 24:12 says, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. So that supports what I just read here in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate. So the period of time or the segment of time that we're in is in a time of hate. And obviously, again, the love is amongst those of the believers of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the hopeful elect. So we're again learning again how to love each other, treat one another. All right, you know, love the Lord first and foremost. What the true definition of loving the Lord is, while the world is hating each other. Now, reading on Ecclesiastes 3:8, it says a time of war. This is the point I want to get. A time of war and a time of peace. The Lord has designed this segment of time to be a time of war. And there's no turning back. And we are in the war as well, but we're fighting it spiritually. We see that all the moves that are being made from the elites, they're making, you know, moves that line up with prophecy, you know, the hour of temptation, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, is getting ready to be constituted into the law, where they're going to require everyone to take it or buy or sell. And if you take it, the Lord's going to destroy you Israelites. This is a form of war. This is war. And we're preparing it through the Spirit by fearing the Lord and preparing for these times, you know, and knowing what lies ahead, okay, as we prepare for these times. Now, again, Ecclesiastes 3:8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So there's no peace coming, is the point. There's no peace coming. A couple of scriptures I'm going to close out. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. Let's see. but other times and other seasons. I'm going to read that again. But of the times and the seasons. Going back to that word seasons again. Let's look at seasons. Due measure, a measure of time, a fixed and definite time, the time when things are brought to crisis, the decisive, epoch waited for, opportune or seasonable time, the right time. Okay, a limited period of time, the things and events of time. We get the picture. So this is Apostle Peter, or Salakia, Apostle Paul, writing to the church at Thessalonica. It says, 1 Thessalonians 5:1, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that are right unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. How do we know perfectly that the Lord is coming as a thief in the night? Because we're measuring the times. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and he hideth himself. A prudent man knows exactly what time it is. So we know Yahushua is getting ready to return. He's getting ready to make his grand entrance. Verse 3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's been the talks. Peace, going back to normalcy, looking for leadership in this wicked world to comfort them, aid them, and go back to what they deem as peace. And in reality, there's never really been peace since this devil's been ruling. He's been in constant wars with other nations, mainly the Israelites, destroying us in many different ways, destroying the household, putting poison in the food, our GMOs and lab-grown meat, constantly oppressing us financially in different methods, right? But especially in these times, his horns are being shown. So this sudden destruction is going to catch a lot of our people off guard who are not watching. But it's important for us to stay on our watch. Okay, so it says, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So as a woman is getting ready to bring a fourth child, she's about to birth that child. There's no reversing that child from being born. Right? It's going to happen. Verse 4 says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Right? We have the light. Okay? That light is Yahushua. We got this word. We understand what's going on. The water to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. We don't boast of our own selves because it's not of us. This is of the Lord who took us out of the darkness. All right? Verse 5, ye are all the children of light and the children of day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not do as others do. Let us not sleep. Salakia. 1 Thessalonians 5:6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Read this in the NLT. It says, so be on your guard, not asleep like the others. Too busy involved in the cares and affairs of this world, focusing on a 7 to 10 year plan, with their career, not discerning that we don't have 7 to 10 years here. America is done. Our people are so focused on, I don't know if it's non-productive or unproductive, whichever was the proper way to say it, but things that's not really beneficial for a long term. The kingdom, Scripture says, seek ye the kingdom first, and all things shall be added unto you. So we really should be seeking the kingdom first, staying on our guard, not being asleep. It says, stay alert and be clear-headed, especially knowing that we're in a war. Always got to keep an eye on our opposition and tap into our power source, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and that's through prayer, continuing to watch the news and linking up with the scriptures as scripture tell us to measure the times and keep our house in order, through fear, faith. Lord willing, you edify, but I just want to bring out this article here. This is it's going to mislead a lot of the people. The damage have already been done via all the death and destruction, airstrikes. This ceasefire is really a trick bag that the Lord is using that's going to catch a lot of these people off guard. Lord willing, you are edified. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.